And I'm live, just like that. It's a miracle. Okay, I'm pulling the chat up on my phone, guys, for just a second. So bear with me here. So I'm gonna try not to make any noise while I do it because everything gets loud. You know how it is. You know how it do. Because I can't lean forward to read the chat. So we're gonna read it on our phone. Here we go. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna be looking down. I am gonna try to adjust this though because I didn't realize I had it. There we go. With me leaning back, it's kind of funky. Auntie Anne, hello, 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 everyone. Let's see. Paul Honeyman is in the house from across the pond. Hello. Neil S. Hello. How are you? What's going on? What's going on? David Glunt says hello, all. Hello. Paul. Oops, see, it still played loud when I told it not to. I don't know why it do that to me. Why you do that to me? I'm just trying to see my chat. Stop playing things. Stop playing with me. Spicy baked beans. Okay, that's what it was advertising. Maybe that's why everybody was talking about beans and Mama V's chat earlier. I don't know. Old Man King Homestead, hello. I think oh no, okay, it's just not scrolled up. Lila Newton, hello, dear. That's right. Remember to hit that thumbs up button. That's right. That's right. Hello, Tim Mason. Thank you, Auntie Anne. Yes. So basically, I'll give you guys a quick update. I posted a sipping and spilling today, which I wasn't gonna do. I was gonna post it for tomorrow, but I went ahead and posted it today. So I'll give like if you go back and watch the sipping and spilling that I posted today later, I'll give you more of the full rundown. But basically, I did go have X-rays yesterday, and basically from what I can gather, the majority of the L's, and I forget all the numbers. It was like L2 through whatever. It's like a bunch of them she rattled off, are degenerating. They're sad. So I'm actually wearing a back brace right now, which that's gonna be fun this summer. So yeah. And apparently my hips look fine, which is actually what was giving me the most, where I was feeling it the most, especially on Monday. Monday was a real bad day. Monday I did not move from that spot. And I had ice packs and I had lidoderm patches and I had all the things and I was propped up and that's where I stayed for the whole day. I was not the diagnosis I was expecting, but apparently that can cause the pain to kind of radiate out and forward. And I guess that's what's happened, because he said that like my hip joints looked fine. And I was like, I was for sure, because I could feel it way in the front in my hips. So I really thought like he's going to tell me I have arthritis in my hips or like bursitis or something. Bursitis being the best case scenario if it wasn't too far gone, because that you can kind of like, But anyway, so I'm not thrilled with the diagnosis. Basically, long-term goal is, well, short-term goal, long-term goal, physical therapy. And for those of you guys that know, like I do have like a crooked spine, which is probably why I'm getting this at this age, because that can speed that up basically because of the way your spine sits funky when it's crooked. And so I just have to really focus on reminding myself of my posture, not letting it sink in just because it hurts. So I got to do that, and the back brace will help with that. And anti-inflammatory diet, vitamin D, collagen. Those are going to be my main things that I'm going to focus on, like starting right now. So that's basically what's happening. So I'm going to have to like adjust a few things in my life, at least in the short term. I'll have to see, I love to run. So, I did some research online to see like, can I still do that? And the survey was mixed online. But for the most part, it was like, you can, if you don't run too much. And I've always only run like 3 miles, between 2 and 3 miles when I run, unless I'm doing like a fun run or something. Because running can be hard on your joints or whatever. And I do run on a treadmill, which helps alleviate it's got the shock absorption and all that, and the good shoes and all that good stuff. So I may have to back it down to just walking uphill for a while, as I'm healing, and I've always done my stretches and incorporated yoga, and I've done all the things my whole life and core strength and all those things to help keep everything in check. But when it was progressing worse, I was having to back off on some of my exercises. So now I've got to kind of refocus that and and do it, I guess, basically, and do it different. Do it different this time. So, howdy, Tim. You only run into the bathroom, says Cuddly. 3 miles is too much for me, says David Glunt. Yeah, I love running, so I'm gonna have to find other things that I can do that make me happy the way running does. I do like exercising, and I do exercise every day. So, but I'm gonna have to shift how I do some of it to not aggravate my discs. So, I didn't think I would be in my early 40s when this all went to pot, but hey, I'm just gonna adapt and overcome. It's just this is just a little hurdle. I gotta, I've dealt with this before, and I just gotta, you know, yeah. But I see, and I don't like water, and I'm terrible. Like I wouldn't say I'm not like I don't have a total fear of water, but I kind of do, and I'm a terrible swimmer. And I took lessons for years as a kid. I just never, and I've been a dancer my whole life, but that level of coordination for breathing and swimming, never got it. If I'm doing any other activity, my breathing and my movements are perfect. Put me in water and I start like panic breathing. So no, swimming is not an option, and I don't have a pool anymore. So there's no there's no swimming here. There's no swimming in baseball. So anyway, you figured if Sid hurting, Mike could at least show up on time to support his gimpy woman. You know what? He was actually he was good. Frankie had a church trip today, a youth trip to a water park, and I thought she was going. Place is called Geyser Falls, y'all. I thought it was they were going hiking to like waterfalls or something. I don't know. I thought they were going to be gone. Like I thought it was an overnight trip until like a few days ago, and she was like, "No, it's a water park. We get back the same day." And I was like, "Oh, cool." It's a weird name for a water park, in my opinion. So yeah, basically, it's like T-Rex swimming. That's exactly right, Tim. Like my little T-Rex arms are not designed for swimming. I'm a better runner, even though I have really short little legs too. But I'm actually a pretty fast runner. I have when I was doing fun runs and I would run against these guys that were, 6 feet tall or whatever, I would still smoke them because I had the endurance and the constant pace. I could maintain a 750 pace for, you know, 8, 10 miles, whatever it was when I would do the fun run. And these guys would wimp out at like, mile 5. So, you know. Um, but anyway, do do do. Sorry, I lost track of the chat here. I got to scoot back. Um, there we go. Tim and I are lurking. Hi, Dana. A blow up hot tub jacuzzi for back pain. Yeah, I did fill up the bathtub with really hot water and a truckload of Epsom salt today and sat in that for as long as I could stand it. I was probably in there for like an hour soaking before it started to like cool off. Maybe longer. I don't know. I was in there for a while. So yeah, just gonna chip away at it. And so I said today in today's sipping and spilling, I was like, if you guys see me limping around, if you see me not physically doing certain things, that's why. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Um, but we did get the gravel. Spoiler alert. We did get the gravel, which is exciting. So that project is almost done. It needs a little more, probably, I would say probably, I don't know, I'm not good at estimating that, but I would guess hour and a half to 2 more hours of like grading and smoothing. There's like one more like pretty decent sized pile that needs pushed out. But I think we actually have enough to like do all the little spaces. And Mike actually did quite a bit of the grading because the guy delivered real early this morning. So he was able to get a lot of that graded before he even started to work today. So that was good. But then he's poor baby, he's getting he was gonna go pick up, this is why I see this, I had a squirrel. He was gonna go get Frankie at 6 o'clock because obviously I couldn't, and I thought it was an overnight trip initially. And then when I realized, no, it's Wednesday and it's during your live when they get back to town, I was like, I'm gonna have to see if I can phone a friend or whatever. And he was like, I'll go get her. Well, then my friend Beth said, I'll just grab her, which actually her son is picking her up and bringing her. So yay. And then that way Mike didn't have to, which is good because then he ended up getting absolutely buried at work today. So good time. Auntie Ann says my PT instructor told me to swim, and I told him I don't have a pool and I refuse to go to water aerobics with old ladies. Yeah, well, and there's nothing near here like that. There's a pool at the country club, but like I'm not a member of the country club, so that's not happening. I do have a couple friends with pools, that's true, but I'm not a swimmer. Like it would be like I'd go stand in the pool and like basically do water aerobics by myself. How embarrassing is that? No, I refuse as well. I concur, Auntie Ann. So I will find, I'll do yoga, core strength, floor stuff. I'll do all the other things, and I will get it back to where it should be. I can get back down to a constant level 3 or 4 of pain. I'll be good. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm also going to be doing, I finally ordered some. I've had it in my shopping cart forever, but Celtic sea salt, because it's really supposed to help like hydrate you better. And one of the causes of this is like basically your spine is dehydrated. And I drink a ton of water, guys. Like you never see me without this. I am constantly drinking water. So yeah. So but it's not getting absorbed the way because of the minerals or whatever. Anyway, this is supposed to help. We're gonna give it a shot. So, and I am going for a massage tomorrow that my girlfriend got me as a Christmas present. So I'm excited about that. I think that will help some of my muscles that have freaked out over the course of this particular episode of this. Hopefully it'll like tell them to like sit down and be quiet. That's what I'm hoping. So that's what we're hoping for. Keep your muscles strong back there. Yeah, 100%. Get 5 fusions in my lumbar area because of DDD. If your brace makes you back feel better, then you may have a candidate for fusions. Oh, great. Well, I think right now it's just helping because I'm usually really good about like keeping everything aligned, but I've been admittedly lazy about it off and on for the last few months because I've had so many bouts of like my back being out that I've just kind of given into it and like leaned into the curve basically. And I need to not do that. And I need to like remind because I do it real bad when I'm driving. I will like lay in the truck cockeyed while I'm driving and then I realize I'm doing it and I have to shift everything. And I remember a masseuse that I had for a lot of years, and she helped me with a lot of my, muscular skeletal issues. And she was like, you've got to remind yourself to like stay straight. So that's, yeah. So like, I just got to remind myself. Hi, Laura. Sorry you're backed out again. Hope you get it sorted. There is a chiropractor out here, and I am going, like I said, I'm going to a masseuse. But I love, those, you spend your whole life in one city. I had a really amazing chiropractor. I had a really amazing masseuse. Like they knew what to do to make me better. And we do have a good chiropractor out here, but it's not, I don't get the same relief from him, but he is really good. And maybe I just need to go more often for a while. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Horse trough with an old lawn chair to keep you from sinking too far. There we go, Joe. That's what I need. Did Mike spill the beans on Frankie getting a truck, or did I miss the video? She knows about it. is actually coming tonight, guys, after the live. So that will also be in Friday's video. She does know the truck is coming. We were gonna surprise her, and then Mike like told her, and so cat's out of the bag. I was really wanting to surprise her, but I don't know. They were hanging out, and he decided to just like spill the beans that he was getting it, which is fine. It's their thing. I just like surprises. I like to do surprises for people. So like I surprised her with those concert tickets. I told her we had nosebleeds and we were on the floor. Like I did a fake 40th birthday party for Mike years ago when he was still in his 30s, in like a different month. Like Laura knows that. She was there for that. And like I do weird surprises of things, like usually trapped in a lie. Those are my favorite types of surprises. So I do enjoy that. But yeah. Daniel S says the only thing that helps with my back pain is the really high dose of prescription drugs, and then you can't do anything else. Yeah, that's the funny thing with mine is they never offer me anything other than Motrin, and I'm like, I try not to take Motrin too often because it's really hard on your system. And so I only take it when I absolutely have to, and I try to do all the other things first. But they've never said like, oh, well, you need a muscle relaxer once, like, you know. And I guess I could have asked for it yesterday, and he probably would have given it to me. But I was kind of waiting to see what the results were, I guess. So that's a problem for another day, as far as I'm concerned. Because although I did get a shot of Toradol yesterday in the hip, and I thought when they told me what they were giving me, 20 years in pharmacy, I was like, oh, Toradol, like that's kind of no joke. And it took about 3 hours for it to actually give me relief, which I was surprised, because it only really lasts for like 6 hours. The half-life in your body is like 48, but you really only feel the effects for like 6 hours. So I was like, is this gonna kick in? And then it finally did, and I was like, oh, okay. But I thought it was gonna knock me on my butt, which just tells me that it was up here, trying to get it down to here. So is what it is. Trying to catch up here. Hi, hiking with Jackie boy. What's going on? Possum Run is in the house. What's going on? I'm glad not everybody, several people made it through the storms safely. I'm glad Tim and them and White Rock were all camping, and they got out of there right before the storms hit. And I know poor Matt Payne, you guys may remember the Payne family. He kind of goes off of YouTube for periods of time, and then he came back a while ago, and then he kind of went off of it again. But they got hit hard, and they lost that structure of the house is partially standing, but it's in real bad shape, and I guess everything kind of got blown around where it's open, so they were kind of sifting through their belongings and trying to find things, and so it's just absolutely awful. So it's no bueno. Stand in the pool and have a cocktail. I wish. Can't do that anymore. Don't have my pool no more. Cleared over 2 acres, says Tim. Nice. Exactly. I'm always with my wife. Even before it was cool, I used to freeze like half a water bottle and then take another water. Like I would bring like old school like water bottles with me. I started doing that in 6th grade. I started doing that. So, and then like Mike used to laugh at me because I would be like, I would have my car water. It would be hot a lot of times, and then I would carry a big purse, and I'd have like, if we were going to be gone for X amount of hours, I would have like 3 bottles of water in there, because that was before like these were like a thing, and I would just put bottles of water in I guess I could put it in a thermos, but those things kind of fell out of fashion, and you couldn't find them anywhere for a while, so I just would take the water bottles with me everywhere. So it's my emotional support water bottle. You can't even see my White Rock sticker. It got a little bit wet one day and it just sort of like ran everywhere. It used to say White Rock Homestead. Now it's just kind of meh. Oh, treasure hunter Neil. He has 2 degenerative discs causing him 8 months of severe sciatica. That is not fun. Yeah, they kept asking me if I was having numbness down my leg, and I'm like, no, but I get like the sharp pain into my hip, and that's where I guess it goes down like my thigh a bit, but like not like numbness down my leg or tingling down my leg, just sharp pain. So that's fun. So that's fun. I'm sorry. I'm sucking at reading comments today, guys. I'm so sorry. No, somehow I got backwards on the chat. I don't know what happened. Blah, 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 blah. I'm fixing to eat the last of the leftovers from White Rock. BBQ, chicken legs, ribs, and baked beans from last weekend. Nice. Hello, Larry Parrish. 3L Homestead, hello. Andrew Cheney says hello all the way from Georgia. Lily says, when my back hurts, I go to the local YMCA and I walk in waist-high water from side to side, then the hot tub and get a hot shower, and I feel so much better in the morning. Yeah. Don't have anything like that close here. Like I said, there's the country club, but it's, we don't have a pool at this property like we did. So I think Epsom salt soaks in the bathtub are going to be on the menu for a bit. Occasionally. So we'll see. Mike and Frankie were working together and he said the truck she's getting only has 2 lug nuts. Oh, that's true. He did say that in the video. Yeah. So he did kind of hint at that. So for people who hadn't heard, either on the hey. No, we're not barking. Hey, ma'am, settle down. Hey, it's just me. Anywho, hold on. Can you right away before she tries to do it herself? Because she just texted about it. She's like, "Oh, Frankie will be tired, whatever." Take the brace and the trash for Miss Anne.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go do that.
Okay. I just can't text her back right now because Frankie, say hi.
Hey guys.
Anyway, sorry for the interruption there. Ooh, and tramadol for 5 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, probably not. It does give some relief because part of what happens is because of the way my spine is, my muscles contract to try to pull my spine back. And so when they do that and freak out, that's when I'm like, oh, my back aches. And that was what was different about this time. I was like, my bones hurt. And I specifically said that when I went to the doctor yesterday. I was like, he's like, did you pull something? Did you, went through the whole questions and I explained to him my history and how my back is. And I said, look, I know what muscle pain feels like. And this is bone pain. Like my bones hurt. And he was like, oh, okay, let's get x-rays, so at least I do love our doctor. He's our local little town doctor, but like when I had that vestibular migraine, right away he was like, looks to me like you have vestibular migraine. And I was like, I had joined all kinds of chat groups and people were like, never heard of that. Like they were going to fancy neurologists. And here's my little small town GP who was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have vestibular migraine. And I was like, thank you. Appreciate you for being up on all of that. So yeah, so he was, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to him first before I tried to like, just, go straight to urgent care, go to hospital or whatever, so, shot of whiskey helps my back. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ridge Life just put up Matt Payne's direct cash app on there. There you go. I tried to email him, but the email I have for him is no bueno. And I tried a couple times because I thought maybe I typed it wrong. And I looked it up again, but it's not happy. So that's good. Yeah. Matt Payne's direct cash app. That's good. because I know, like, you know, insurance doesn't take care of everything right away, as we know. Yeah, come on, stickers. Keep trying to peel off your water tumblers, says Auntie Ann. I know, and that boy's never going to make more stickers. And I've been looking. I have not seen if he's noticed or said anything on any videos that I've watched of his, of me putting the stickers on Uber and Lyft. So if any of you have seen those videos, if he's seen them, if he said anything, shout it out now because I'm curious. Because I've watched a few of his videos since I did it, and I have not seen it, seen him see it. So I don't know. What was that? She's not getting her water from SLR. It's all whiskey, says Paul to Auntie Ann. Oh my goodness. Only Ridge Life stickers keep things held together, Auntie Ann. Oh, mine held up pretty good. In fact, I need to put some. I only have a couple left. I need to put. I've been meaning to. I had leased my truck initially, but now I own it, and so I'm like, I need to put my stickers on the back window. I just haven't done it yet because I keep forgetting, but I need to do it. Well, I mean, I used to have a swimming pool. I spent a lot of time by the pool and in my little Baja shelf. Not so much in the pool, but in my little Baja deck, which wouldn't defeat the purpose for this. But I do like laying out like a lizard in the sun. I like my vitamin D. Hello, Philip Ryder. Sorry, I'm sucking at comments today. He's so cute. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's a good-looking guy, but he's not. He's good at his job. At this stage of my life, that is way more important than what the doctor looks like. So, I can give you number for the sticker people. Are you talking about, Tim? I don't know. I sure know that my sick pay stopped paying, and you can give me his number. Oh, gotcha. Okay, got you. I told Whitney and Chad to pass along to him that I was trying to get a hold of him, but I also know like he's incredibly busy right now. So, but they were going to help him and help clean up. So we'll see. They also used to. I mean, they still have the channel, but they don't post on it ever. If you guys remember the Porgos, love them. Met them through YouTube, and they kind of met with YouTube, and we've stayed friends. So, Jake Hudson liked and shared. Well, thank you, Jake Hudson. Oh, when your LTD was not on file. Yeah. Well, the same thing as like, when you go on maternity leave, when you go on any kind of leave like that or disability, it's never a seamless transition. Never is. And then it'll just like stop randomly and you're like, cool. So maybe I just need to put a Ridge Life sticker on my discs on my back, Tim. Maybe that's what the problem is. I need Ridge Life stickers on my back. Hold me together better. I can hear Mike's on the tractor right now. I can hear him out there running Kenny. I didn't realize he went outside, but yeah, thank you, Paul. I realized that my brain was not braining. I'm also getting a bit of a headache this evening, which I know is also partially from this. So, and I'm probably also getting it because I did drink a ton of water today, but I also sat in the Epsom salt bath. It was steaming hot and sweated a lot of stuff out. So I'm probably a skosh dehydrated, if I had to guess. But it's fine. It's fine. We're just falling apart over here. We're fine. Yeah, it's an SLR or an RL sticker on my back. Yes. I did not hear that he hit the house with Kenny. I hope that is not true. I do know that the previous owner had somebody that hit the corner of the brick on the back side of the house. You can see, not the brick, but there's like a cement, like the foundation or whatever underneath. And you can see where somebody hit the corner. And he told me the story. It was like a truck. Somebody was doing something, and it was a truck, and they hit like a big truck, like a delivery tractor kind of situation truck. And it like, but it was fine. Like it wasn't like it didn't really do much damage, but you can see where it happened. So it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You found the secret to no more work life, says Tim. That's right. Hi, MT. Ridge Life stickers will stop your back from working altogether. That is true. It'll never work again. Good point. Good point. Then I could just lay around like a princess and just be fine, right? It'll be fine. It's fine. I know. He's still got a while before he goes back to work, man. He's living the off-grid YouTube income, like hitting it hard lifestyle right now. He's getting a taste of that right now. Work life coffee coming soon to the Ridge. Ooh, I love it. Work life. That's funny. Should be no work life, not work life. No work, just coffee. Hey, nobody's talking to you, ma'am. Lundy, settle. I know, it's fine. She's like, what is going on out there? The Lib Rider says, MT Homestead, hello, brother from another mother. Tim says, hello to Junod Acres Homestead. Howdy, Junod. How you doing? We are doing over here. We are doing it. We are doing it. Sid, through Mississippi, did you hurt your back? No, the pain, the older you get, the harder it hurts. I won't go through the whole thing again, but basically I have some degenerative discs in my back. And I have a messed up spine to begin with, just the way it's formed. And so that has probably caused it to become degenerative faster at a younger age. So that's fun. I think Mike's probably, he hasn't said anything yet, but I think he's not mad. Mad's not the right word. Not happy that I'm broken. Like, because, you know, I mean, I try not to complain about my back, but it's like a daily thing. And so sometimes he'll give me a hard time, like, you're always saying your back's hurting. Like, and I months will go by and I won't voice it, but I'll say, look, my back's really hurting right now. Like, I need to go sit down. And he'll be like, oh, your back's always hurting. Like, he gets frustrated with me, and not like in a bad way. Like, I get it. Like, whatever, you know, because I'm supposed to be younger, and he'll always give me a hard time. Like, you're the one that works out, and you're the one that does this, and why is your back always hurting? And so I think he's like, oh, because you're like actually really broken. That's why you're a train wreck. So I don't know. I think he's probably, we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I have my feet planted. I knew that from years ago from my masseuse. That was really good about that. She was really good about, like, when, you know, pay attention to your starting foot when you're running, keeping your shoulders at the right angle, keeping your head at the right angle when you're running, when you're driving, make sure you're sitting this way. Like, she was really good about, like, she could assess me, and she could be like, you've been doing X, Y, and Z, haven't you? And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? And she's like, because I can see it. Like, I can see it. And I'm like, oh, okay, tell me what to do. And she'd be like, you need to do this, this, and this. And I would do it. And so now I need to, like, have her voice in my head saying, like, sit up straight and don't don't lean into it and keep your shoulders back and do all the things, So, but yeah, so and that's one of the things is like I try not to sit. And honestly, it hurts to cross my legs. So I don't. I do a lot of times in church though. I will sit with my legs crossed because a lot of times I'm wearing a skirt or a dress, and also the pews are not comfortable for me to sit in. So usually about halfway through church service, I'm really uncomfortable. And so I start shifting around really bad. And so I'll cross one way and then I'll cross the other and then I'll kind of pull my legs to the side and then I like I do my own little calisthenics in the pew. Uh, but it is what it is. Um, so it's fine. It's fine. So I'm totally behind on chat. I'm sorry. Neil said he just picked up his new tractor this last week and used the grapple today. What I did with it was worth the price of the tractor itself. That's awesome. It's amazing when you get a tractor and when we first got our tractors, we would have to kind of remind ourselves. We'd be like, oh, how are we going to do this? Okay, well, if you pull this or we do that, we'd be like, wait, guys, we have a tractor. It has forks. We can move this. Like things like that start occurring to you more, and then it becomes second nature where you're like, go get the tractor. Like put the bucket on, put the forks on, go get the grapple. Like it just becomes very like, oh, we need that tool. When you have it, you really use it a lot. Like doing this grading on the driveway right now with the box blade and the bucket, like that's hours worth of work if you were doing it with a rake and a shovel. Days worth of work. Or you're hiring a team of people and you're spending, granted, it's not like the tractor was free, but like, it's a good investment because it gets used for everything. So, just saying. That's right, Cuddly Texan. They are degenerate discs. That's what I've been calling them. They're little degenerates. They are not staying in line. They are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They are. They get pulled over by the cops and, all those things. Make a strap thing that goes over your shoulders to help keep your back straight. Yeah, I did look at there was one that had like the suspenders and stuff. I know myself, and that is too much stuff to try to. I've thrown my back out trying to put that thing on. So the wrapping brace that I have on right now is good, and it helps me enough to like. Now, granted, right now I'm sitting and leaning the back because this is awkward for me right now with the back brace on because I can't sit like so I'm just kind of leaning back. But it's I'm as comfortable as I can be at the moment, I think. So you're uncomfortable at church because pastor's stepping on some toes. No, not ours. Brother David's the best. He is working, but he did slip outside, and I think he slipped outside and he was the one running the tractor because I heard the tractor running and I saw Frankie take the side by side over to our neighbors to go take her trash down for her. So, but she hasn't come back yet. So at least not that I saw, unless she went like that way and I didn't miss it, which is possible. But I don't know. Matt Barker, hope everyone's having a good week. So he might be, the tractor's cut off now. I heard him turn it off a minute ago. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He may or may not pop in here. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'll give a little something. But the gentleman with the truck is coming to drop the truck off at like sometime after 7 o'clock, like 7-ish. So, which I'll be filming. So, I'll be filming. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yes, force multiplier. That's right, David Lunt. Bring my back pillow to church. I know. That's not a bad idea. I could just leave it in the pew. Honestly. Like I have my Kleenex in there. I'm probably Beth's got her reading glasses and stuff, and her pen, and like people leave like coloring books down there for their kids and stuff. in some of the pews. I could probably leave my back pillow back there and be good. So I was more comfortable at church. Yeah, maybe if I just wear my back brace to church, it'll help. That's true. Kenny's running around driverless. He might be. Well, Frankie's back, so I maybe just missed her. Maybe she was the one running it. We just, Tim says, I'm Baptist. We just clap and eat big meals right after service. That's right.
Oh,
I'm scooting. Hold on.
I don't even know how much longer I can stay.
Hold
I'm
on.
supposed to still be in the office, but I've decided I would take a break and catch some of this live.
There, you can
Ain't no telling what all I missed, so I'm not even gonna start saying anything. I'm just gonna wait until you tell me what to say.
Tim says he's a Baptist and they just clap and eat big meals.
I know that's right.
They don't do all the
And
calisthenics that we do.
And sing.
He gets
Baptist churches
when he
always have a
comes,
good.
yeah, when he comes to our church, he gets a workout because he's up and he's down and he's up and he's
Yeah. Yeah. They call it Christian calisthenics.
That's right. That's right. That's what happens when you're a Methodist. You're up, you're down. You're kneeling, you're up. You're down, you're kneeling.
Yeah.
No.
Neil, what's going on? Auntie Ann, hello. When does the farmer's market start?
It already did.
Yeah, I got bad news about the farmer's market. My garden is so far behind. I don't know what's going to happen this year. I'm hoping that I get the produce that we need this year, much less anything for the farmer's market. But I'm playing that 1 week at a time right now.
Yeah.
Just too many
variables.
Too many projects.
Yeah, there was like we had a series of like between him being slammed at work and really terrible weather here when he wasn't like when he was off of work to be
when I
able
was
to
supposed
plant.
to be planting.
Yeah, we had like torrential downpour and like tornado watch and like all the fun stuff. And so he'd done all his starts and everything. Like he just hasn't been able to get everything into the ground.
I have starts that are
producing fruit.
Yeah, that are like this, that are ridiculous.
Like, yeah.
They're not happy.
Tom, 199 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Lieutenant Colonel Dad. Okay, cool.
Pettit Jean River Homestead. Hey y'all, just mowed for 2 hours and I'm still not done. Yeah.
My days of mowing for 2 hours are close to over. I mowed the front yard. I mowed the front yard plus part of the backyard in an hour the other day with that new mower.
Yeah, it's a lot faster.
It cuts fast.
And it cuts well. It seems to. I mean,
yeah.
But I swear it's already grown. Like it's ready to be mowed.
Oh yeah.
We had another little bout of rain.
And we got a 1/4 inch coming tomorrow, which is just the right amount to water stuff.
Yeah. You can literally sit here in this spot and look out that window and visibly see the grass grow.
Yeah, you can watch grass grow.
Like it's fast. It's crazy fast.
But that 1/4 inch of rain that we're gonna get tomorrow is actually gonna be good for this gravel. Did you see that Hayden got stuck in the driveway?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. The gravel's a little bit too thick in a few spots. It's kind of like a runaway truck ramp. And Hayden just brought Frankie home in a little Volkswagen 2-wheel drive, front-wheel drive car, and he got stuck in the driveway.
Oh, I didn't think
I had to go push him out of the gravel.
Oh boy. What'd you push him with, Kenny?
With me?
Oh, I don't know how stuck.
No, I'm not gonna push a little Volkswagen
That's why
car
I
with
was
a
like,
tractor.
when you said you had to push it, I'm like, what did you use? Because I heard Kenny running, so
I just after he got stuck and he tried to go forward and back a couple times, so I just took the tractor over there and backbladed right in front of him, leveled it out, and then got behind him and pushed, and he came right out.
Look at that! Look at that!
Mm-hmm. Hide the key from Sid for the new mower.
It'll seriously mess up her back. Mowing's one of the things that I don't do. I do weed whack sometimes, which he yelled at me for this week because I did try to weed whack. Because I see stuff and I'm like, oh, I can just take care of that real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I had weed whacked the day before.
He had.
And I missed a couple of spots that she eyeballed. And she went and tried to weed whack. And she's over there. She literally can't stand up. She got this weed whacker. And I'm over in the shop looking at her. And I'm like,
why are you doing that? I know.
I'm having a hard time feeling sorry for you right now. Why are you doing that?
Because I try to get stuff done because.
All you gotta do is say, "Hey, babe, next time you're out there, can you weed whack this spot and this spot?"
But I don't want to bug you. I try not to ask you to do stuff, but then until this is under control, I guess I need to be better about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try harder to not do stupid things.
She says that, y'all, but then she loves bugging me and asking me to do stuff that's not outside work,
Like what?
like all kinds of stuff.
Like don't leave your socks on the
Yeah.
couch or don't like leave your dishes next to the sink. Those kinds of
Okay.
things. He's like, okay, moving on. I have it on here because I couldn't lean down to read.
Oh, Glenn, I was reading Glenn and Shannon's Salty Life's joke there. When four Episcopalians get together,
Yeah.
a fifth's about to show up.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's right.
That's funny.
Episcopalians.
Episcopalian.
Episcopalian.
It's not the same as Presbyterian.
Right. I wonder if Episcopalian is a Polish Episcopalian.
That's not. I don't know.
If his name ends in ski, it's a lock.
Oh boy.
What?
You're a lot, sir.
Yeah. And it takes him and two of his brothers to change the light bulb.
Oh, the socks and the dishes, I think, are men's DNA, said Laura. That's probably true. Mike, did you finish the pressure washing? No, but he did. So what happened was yesterday when I went to the doctor, right before I left, I was walking by this bay window that we have here that overlooks the lawn, where the pressure washer and the hose that's running from the house to the pressure washer was.
And a gas tank.
There's a gas tank somewhere?
Yeah, there's a few things out there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, I see water spraying in the air. And I'm like, what is happening? And I walk outside, and there's the hose has sprung like 47 leaks, and
it was pretty funny looking.
It was just like water shooting out of the
So
hose.
there are pinhole leaks in the hose.
Yeah.
And so it's spraying straight up there's about 5 spots.
Yeah.
It was like a sprinkler out there.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, what is going, like, why? Because that hose I know is new and has not been used that much. Well, what happened was it got very warm and it was laying in the sun, and the hose at the spigot never got turned off. So it couldn't hold the pressure anymore, and it just started.
Still not a good excuse for that hose to fail as quick as it
It's
did.
not, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I had to go get a new hose because Frankie was like, if you want the pressure washing done, you got to get a new hose. So there's a new hose. I don't know if she took it out of my truck, but it was in my truck.
Yeah, I'll have to try to. Now that I know the pressure washer works and the attachment gets the job done, and I basically know what it's going to take. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to do a quarter of the front of the house.
So we got to cut that vine.
Yeah, I need to kill that vine.
Buy it. Every year that vine comes out of nowhere.
No, it comes out of the ground. Every year.
Can't you kill it from there? No, it's difficult.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't even know what kind of vine it is.
I don't really want to spray anything on it, so it's just a matter of.
Because it's kind of like coming out of my gardenias.
Yeah.
And like going up behind.
All we need to do is find out where it's coming up and cut it off right there.
Yeah.
And what's up there will die and fall off.
Okay.
We don't have to like get up there and pull it down. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Need to take that
It goes down to the garden, right? Water the weeds down there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about the garden. So the gravel has taken a priority. Every time the gravel was supposed to come, it didn't come for whatever reason. And then when it finally did come today, Frankie wasn't here because she was on a church trip, which is not her fault.
Well, and it got delivered really early this morning too.
Yeah. So now it has to get spread. So I just took a break from work. I should be done working, but I'm not because I've still got a lot to do. But I went out and spread a little bit, and then we have the truck coming in like a half an hour, and Frankie's got to get as much of that gravel spread as she can before dark today, and then the rest of it has to get spread tomorrow, and then I can take the box blade off the tractor and put the tiller on because I need to reform a couple of my rows in the garden. So hopefully this weekend is a garden focused weekend. Heavily focused.
I need, well, but it's not done yet, so I can't. I was going to say I need to send some birds to winter camp, but.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. It's going to have to be Frankie and I. So at some point in the next 5 to 6 days, Frankie and I also need to probably kill 20 birds.
Yep. At least.
And yeah, there's only a handful in there that are still small. And I think once we cull the big ones and get them in the freezer, the littler ones will fatten up quick.
And honestly, I would have done birds this last week, but between the plucker
was broken again.
Plucker was broken again, and this was not happy. I was like, I can't stand out there and do it by myself. So.
And then once I get I have some areas that are, the grass is so thick back there that if I don't bush hog in the next week.
Oh, you're talking about in the pasture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't bush hog in the next week, it's gonna.
You're never going back there again.
Yeah. So.
Like, you might as well steal that part of the property off.
Yeah, I got to get the tractor implements. Get done with the work that needs the box blade. Get that work done. Take the box blade off. Put the tiller on. Go form some rows. Get that done. Take the tiller off. I shouldn't put the tiller on again this season. After that, then put the hardest implement to take on and off is the bush hog. So once I get the bush hog on it, it's probably going to stay on it the rest of the summer.
Yeah. Lila. So yes. So.
What is that?
It's a side by side. Sounds like.
Oh, it's a tractor.
Oh, a tractor. I don't know. Anyway. For those of you who don't know, Mel from Simple Life Reclaimed took a tumble today. She's okay. She was doing some work on the scaffolding for the roof of the what do you call that thing? Their catwalk thing that they're doing the roof over. Anyway, basically what happened is the scaffolding kind of like collapsed.
Are we allowed to talk too much about
Yes, because she's the one that asked about it, and it was in their SLR chat today. But she had messaged us in the group.
But she didn't fall all the way to the ground.
She didn't fall all the way to the ground. She kind of like monkeyed it. She like swung like from a vine a little bit, and then at the very end she kind of hit the deck, and the scaffolding kind of went on her a bit. She's banged up a little bit, like she's bruised and she's sore, but she says she's fine. Like we were like, are you sure?
Are they still doing their live? They're still doing their live, right? Because I see Paul Honeyman posted the link to their live, which is next in like 7 minutes.
Yeah, so go ask her how her back is and how her bruises are doing, because she definitely took a tumble today. I know that feeling. I've not fallen off a scaffolding before, but I've definitely taken my share of tumbles. But Mel's like me, like I'm a good faller. Like when I fall, aren't I a good faller when I do fall? I'm excellent at falling. I never break a bone.
For now.
Well.
You knock on that wood right there.
Meep.
Nope, that's not a knock. That's a tap.
If I knock, the dog's gonna bark. There we go. She'll be like, "Who's here?" But anyway, I've always been a good faller, and I think Mel is like me. Like she gracefully sort of glided like a little. What are those sugar glider squirrels that kind of just float down? She kind of did one of those, and then splat. So.
Kelly texts him. Want to know what's up with all the drifter down moments in the family?
I'm telling you guys, we are a hot train wreck.
Yeah, I think he's contagious.
Like we are all falling apart. Like every single one of us has had some kind of issue lately.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to make sure Frankie's wearing a seatbelt in that tractor.
Okay.
That rock is heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, if your tractor has a seatbelt and it has a rollover protection, anytime you're lifting anything in that bucket, you should have your seatbelt on. If your tractor does not have a rollover protection, I personally say don't wear a seatbelt because you want to be able to get out of the way if it starts to roll over. But bottom line is
that's Mike's safety's off chat.
Remember, anytime you put
sometimes we put safety on, sometimes we put safety off.
Right. Anytime you put a load in that bucket and raise that bucket up, the higher you raise that bucket up, the more likely you are to tip now.
Tip it. What was that song? That club song? It's like tip it or something like that. Am I making stuff up again? Cool. I love that for me. Anyway. I'm like, cool. I love that. Mike wobbled around on the back of that trailer filming a few videos back. Had me cringing.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That was
yeah.
something else.
Dude, we were riding behind him on the way down the mountain, and we were like, homeboy, his guardian angels are like hopped up on caffeine and crack following that boy down the road. Like
he doesn't have a guardian angel. He has an army
Yeah,
of guardian angels.
they have to be on point because that boy, like I've literally watched him stand still practically and just fall down. Like he's reminds me. You remember those toys that had the little like strings in them and you squeeze them and the little giraffe would like jerk this way and that. Like
I've seen him
he's
run
like
into
that.
everything that's near him.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, he's going full speed.
Yeah,
That guy has no.
he's on or off.
He has, yeah. He's like a Navy fighter pilot.
Yeah.
It's like all throttle or no throttle. There's nothing in between.
Cuddly Texan Sid, are you on good drugs? I wish. No, I'm on a steroid pack at the moment, and that's it. I was given no pain meds or anything like that. So, I mean, I did get a shot that day at the doctor, but that's it. That's what I'm working with. So basically, they're like, take Motrin, which I try not to take too much of because it can really mess your stomach up. So, yeah, I'm going to be incorporating more holistic stuff to help and see how that goes.
Cuddly Texan said the tractor will not flip over if you have adequate weight on the back. So I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that. Counterbalance is extremely important. You got to have counterbalance back there. But remember, you know, it when it tips over, most of the time it's not tipping over forward or tipping over backward. It's tipping over sideways, right? So all it takes, we got a bunch of piles out there. You get your back tire up onto a pile, and you got this thing cattywampus like this, and you got a bunch of weight up in there. That counterbalance back there is not gonna do as much for keeping you on the ground when you're turning sideways like that.
Yeah.
Ask Tim from Ridge Life. He's probably rolled a couple of tractors.
Just don't ask him how to get off a four-wheeler. He's not good at that.
Right.
Yeah, Cuddly Texas says, I just told Mike from DD5 to just stop walking backwards because he can't do it without falling. That's true. Every time he walks backward, he trips.
Oh, my bad. That wasn't Cuddly Texan that told him that I was disagreeing with politely. That was Philip. Sorry about that, Cuddly Texan.
He's like saying the wrong names. Woo, shots fired. He just said the wrong name. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, the back tires are filled with fluid.
Yeah.
They are. They're like 70% full. So, you know, there's all kinds of counterweight going on, but you still got to be careful.
Yeah. And Frankie's got a year and a half of tractor operation under her belt at this point. She's doing well.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
She's always gonna be learning, but you know. So guys, we're almost out of time. Yeah, very thankful that Mel is okay after that fall because that could have been very bad.
Yeah.
Instead, it was more comical and good footage. So, you know, which sometimes as YouTubers, you guys know, we're like, oh, that sucked, but at least I got it on film. You know, so sometimes we're like, oh, I wish that hadn't happened, but at least I was rolling when it did. And so I'm sure that's the first thought that she had is like, oh, I'm okay. Was it rolling? So there's that. But anyway, guys, make sure you go over to Simple Life Reclaimed after this because it is family night, and go ask her how her back's doing now that the safety is off of her scaffold, and go then show MT Homestead some love because we love us some Mike and Terry, and then
and tell her, hey, stop with the safety's off thing. That's our gimmick.
Yeah, she needs the safety.
She needs to put the safety back on.
Put the safety back on. Tell that girl to put the safety back on. I know, seriously. But anyway, guys, we are anxiously awaiting the truck delivery, so we're going to get ready for that. And make sure you check out Friday's video because that will show all of that goodness of the new vehicle. So,
I don't know how much goodness there is. This thing's beat up.
It is.
It's a total piece of junk.
It's not a total piece of junk.
Okay.
But it's 72 Chevy. It needs some love. It needs some TLC. It needs some elbow grease.
It needs a lot.
Needs a lot.
But that's all right. Frankie says she's down for it.
It's a project, and that's what it's supposed to be. So.
Stay gravelly.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Remember, safety's off.
I'm going to go tell her to put the safety on.
Blech.